What's up, guys? Welcome to Diggity, a video game podcast. Nick made me laugh. I hate you. Episode number 256.
Just started, man.
At the digital roundtable tonight with me, we've got a foursome. Don't get any dirty minds. We're talking golf. We've got Nick and Evan from the WSD. Oh my God, WSD Beyond podcast. What's up, sexy fellas? How's it going? Evan looking sexy in the sweet. In the pretty sweet and awesome looking Maverick glasses.
Thank you.
What's your...
All right, what about me?
Hold on, he was gonna ask me.
I don't care. I don't care about
Nick?
you. Time out. No.
Wait, Nick? He was gonna ask me a question.
Me.
No, he was gonna ask me a question.
Go on.
What was your question?
What was your name? What's your name in the Top Gun?
My
team?
call sign?
Yeah.
It's Raptor.
All right, cool. Also joining me tonight, Brody. We'll watch this Brody faults as usual. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's been a long time since we've had all four of us on a show.
It is. It's exciting. It's E3 season. We're doing this
E3 season, baby.
I think Evan and Nick, us three are doing the Xbox thing together.
We are, yep.
My dudes.
Yes.
I'm out.
And then we're all doing the Summer Games thing together, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go. Cool. You just heard live. Let's just organize that. It's great.
So it's E3, hashtag E3, not E3 this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's still fucking
It's
E3,
really
but
weird.
it's not E3.
We wouldn't want to coordinate on our own time.
No,
we like to do
dude,
it while you're listening to our podcast.
Guys, it's G3.
Yeah.
It's G3.
Jeff Keighley.
It is G3.
Jeff Keighley 3?
Jeff Keighley 3.
JK 3?
Yeah.
Jeff.
GK. Because he spells it with a G off. He's G off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's G off.
He's a G off.
Jeff with a G. You know.
What's bad is I even
it.
pictured a G, but I said J. So
right.
there's that. That's a fun fact for me today.
Sweet.
My brain is melted. It's fine.
My brain is fucking mad. Is
It is what it
everyone's
is.
week like okay? Or no? Has it been stupid?
It's all right.
Holiday
pretty good.
weeks are weird.
Stop. Nick just said it's all right. It's not all right.
It's good. You know, I had a job interview today. We're not going to get into it. I hope
That's
it goes
good.
well. I'll know by
No,
Wednesday.
it's going to go well. Confidence.
You know,
It has
project
gone well.
It
It
has
has
gone
gone
well,
It happened.
baby.
You
It has
killed
gone
it.
well. You nailed
The
it.
cooler part was that I got my confirmation to get my Steam Deck, and I did.
That was the coolest.
That was cooler than the interview to make more money and a
Is
better
that
environment.
Steve Aoki beer flute? Hold
No,
that
it's-
up.
It's not Steve Aoki. It's
Oh.
it's Peter Steele from Typo Negative.
Oh, it
So
looked
it's
Steve
just
Aoki's
as
logo
lame.
from a while back. I was at the Indy
It's not lame.
500.
I mean,
That's
Yeah,
kinda
that's
neat.
sweet.
Nice.
you went to the Indy. Yeah,
It's
that was
pretty
pretty
wild.
sweet.
Yeah, it's hot as shit.
I watched the Monaco Grand Prix from the.
I did
luxury of
watch
my
that in the
couch.
morning. I had a blast with that. I watched
it
that
was-
while I was stuck in traffic for like an hour and a half
oh,
on
nice.
the highway while everyone petered into this
You had-
fucking stadium.
You had plenty of time. It was pretty wild.
It was pretty bullshit at the start how it rained a fuck ton and they still wouldn't race.
It rained. It rained a
wouldn't
bunch.
race.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? They race in the rain. What is this, NASCAR?
I watched
Too dangerous,
Liverpool
I
lose
guess.
to Real Madrid. Pissed me off.
Damn, bro, that's not great.
What
You guys
football
don't care
team is
about
that?
my shit.
What football team is that?
What do you mean, what football team? I just told you the football teams.
I don't know anything about it.
Your parents are Liverpool supporters.
Yo, don't talk to Raptor like that, dude. Anyone who's white,
Hey,
in the,
you leave Raptor alone.
Anyone who's white and in the Midwest is a Liverpool fan. I want to hear it.
That is.
He's
No,
got
everyone.
a pretty
No,
good point.
time out. Before we
Bro.
get into, no, they're all Man U fans.
No,
Get out of here.
no.
No.
Chelsea or Liverpool. There's like three people at work.
There
that are
is-
Chelsea
there is-
fans, and
there is
then
a lot of
everyone
Chelsea
else
fans.
is Liverpool, and they're putting up flags for Liverpool and shit. But anyways,
My brother
this is
likes
not
Man
a
City.
sports podcast. This
No,
is
it's
actually
not.
a video game podcast. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. We go live 9 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch and also on YouTube, and the audio version of this podcast can be found everywhere on the internet that podcasts are available, even places you've never heard of. We still add it there just because we want to be on
Like
every single
Stitcher?
platform.
Just we need that one viewer. Yeah, we need that one
viewer,
listener.
Yeah. We need
Yeah.
the one guy in QC at that platform who's testing.
Oh my god.
But so follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. WASD boys, you want to plug your shit real quick before we jump into the topics and stuff?
Yep, you can find WASD and Beyond on Twitter and Instagram at Beyond WASD. We drop episodes every Wednesday and Friday. We drop a hotfix on Wednesday and a regular episode Friday at 7 a.m. Accompanying those episodes are our YouTube videos, which we just started to do. Pretty cool stuff. Tomorrow's episode, we actually interviewed AOB, awesome content creator, awesome streamer in the industry. So that episode's really interesting. Listen. So just check out WASD, and you can also check out the Build Bros.
Mhm.
They drop episodes every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. They drop an Off the Runner on Tuesday and a regular episode on Friday. Thursday is when they drop that episode. So check out Build Bros, WASD, and Beyond. Diggity Podcast, all a part of the Spawn Camp Network.
Nice plug,
good.
bro.
Hell yeah.
Take a sip
That
of
was
that
good.
beer. What kind of beer?
Cheers. It is a DCFC beer called
Oh,
Unstoppable.
Jesus Christ. Is that
Hey, with
Trash
Fucking
Bear?
hell.
It's the Trash Bear.
We also have a community Discord that you should definitely join. Go to the Twitter of either WASD or Diggity, and you can find a link to that Discord, and we would love to have you there. It is not a pay to be a part of type of deal. This is just us building a community and talking with people that like one or all of our shows. And I mean,
right now.
I've been communicating mainly with people from Build Bros recently, so it's been awesome. Just trying to bring them to the light side over here.
It's
the
super
gaming
cool
side.
though how that community, because it's so diverse with the gunplay community, they're gamers too.
Yeah.
So they're able just to be like, yeah, we do this, but we also game, and it's like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, welcome. That's perfect.
Welcome. Yeah, it's great. Get some dank memes and also see pictures of ducks. It's pretty sweet. Good place.
Yes, absolutely.
There's also some good
Not
stuff.
to be
Video game
confused
news
with
in there.
pictures of dicks.
There's video game news in there. I try to put leaks in there and stuff like that I find. Like when we did shit. Nick was
Yeah.
I got scared. Yeah,
you
you
got
sorry.
scared because I posted the PlayStation State of Play thing in there, and then he's like, "Did you mean to post?"
called
that in
you.
the Discord. He tried to call me, and then he texted me. I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like, what do I give a shit?
don't
Someone
know.
else posted it. I mean, it's not me. Like,
I
I was
don't
the
know, I
first one that
freaked out.
posted it. We're fine. We're good.
Had a-
We're Gucci, my
Yeah,
man.
we're
We're
good.
Gucci.
Good.
I had a panic
Speaking
attack. Okay.
of PlayStation, we are talking all about PlayStation State of Play, as well as
Yes.
also some other smaller news items. And
And one other pretty big rumor.
yeah, another pretty big rumor. And we're just going to go around the table and just chat about this shit. Probably, honestly, just talk on like what we think of the thing quickly, of the games announced, and then probably talk about what the fuck, I guess, kind of what we wanted to see, I guess, maybe quickly, and then also discuss like when the fuck we might see that, because everything's all messed up with E3 broken up, and Sony kind of started doing their own thing anyways, what, like 2 years ago? This is when they started doing that. So we'll just roll with this first. So let's just roll through what was announced. The first thing we got to look at was Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Stoked.
Okay,
Yep.
so Evan, thoughts on this? We'll go Evan, Nick, me, Brody.
I'm just super excited. I mean, they did really well for RE2 and 3 for those remakes, and like I really love those. I had never played them previously, like as a kid, so being able to go back and play those for the first time was really nice. I did play 4 when I was a kid. I played it on a GameCube, and I vaguely remember memories of it, and it was fun. So it's going to be nice to go back and see what they've changed, added, smoothed over, that kind of stuff.
Were you 6?
When it came out 2004, no, it was 4.
Dude, Raptor, don't reveal your age.
Jesus. Never mind. I was
Raptor.
giving you the benefit of the doubt.
No, it
Holy
was
shit.
4, bro.
Raptor.
Yeah, just one of these. Yeah. Please. Go on.
Every time he flies in his jet, he goes,
I'm gonna do that when I play Flight Sim. Totally gonna do that.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. Yeah.
cool.
Nicholas?
Yeah, so as Evan said, the last 2 remakes were really good. They were done extremely well. It's really cool to see Resident Evil come back as hard as it is coming back with 7 and Village. And not only that, seeing how like they're able to take these, they're great games, right? But they are archaic with the tank controls. They're not fun to play classically anymore.
Mhm.
I know a lot of purists out there are going to tell me to fuck myself, but they're just not fun to play. So seeing these games be remade like this and giving it more of a creepy atmosphere and actually scare you now. I mean, I know it did in the 90s and shit, but like this is different. Resident Evil 4 is one of those games where a lot of people have been pining for it to be remade, and now it's here. So I'm stoked on that. I think it's going to be great. I think it was a cool way to start out the state of play was to show off Resident Evil 4. And it was interesting, rather. I didn't think that's how they were going to start it off. So
I
I'm
figured that'd
excited.
be last.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
did too.
didn't think they were going to say that either. They also showed PSVR 2 content is in development for it as
Yes, a lot of it.
well. And then it releases March 24th, 2023, which we'll see if they hit that date or not, just given the fact of every other fucking AAA game that
That is so far out to give like an exact release date.
Hey, maybe it's far enough
Hedging their
where
bet.
we can hit it. You know, maybe finally someone caught
Yeah.
the fuck on. It's
Fair
like,
enough.
hey, maybe
Hey,
we should.
let's set a reasonable deadline.
Yeah, let's like give ourselves an extra month just sitting with
We're
on it or
all
something.
far ahead.
Yeah.
Brody, your
Fail to
thoughts?
prepare, prepare to fail.
I thought you were going next, my
I
guy.
just went, my guy. I don't have
Oh,
any thoughts
that
on
was
it.
it.
Just
Okay.
listen to content pieces.
Uh,
I'm not a
fair
huge Resident
enough.
Evil guy. I mean, it's cool. I think it's great. I
I'm-
understand the importance of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not a huge Resident Evil guy. Spoopy games are not for me, but Resident Evil 4 is like a fucking revolutionary game. Like that was one of the first times they got away from the tank controls, and like this is a one of the most beloved Resident Evil games. So it's cool to see it get remade. I don't think anybody's surprised it's being remade. I just don't think anybody was expecting it today. The fact that the PSVR 2 content is in development tells me that this is probably not going to be ready at launch, at least not the PSVR side of things. I think the game will come out and probably like 6 months later we'll get the PSVR content. Just the
I
way
agree
they
with
kind
you.
of put it out there, it was just it was kind of open-ended, like, hey, we're doing this too, but also, and they left it out of pretty much everything where they went into these next handful of games and they're like, these are games that are coming to PSVR. So I think this one's going to be a little bit late, but other than that, I think it's cool. I'm excited for Resident Evil fans, but personally, it's not a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Then next we gotta look at Resident Evil Village, which also is going to have PSVR 2 support. Any thoughts on this? I mean, Dami Mommy and PSVR.
I was
this?
Pretty bad.
immediately
As soon as I saw it,
thinking
I
of
went,
Evan
oh,
going,
no.
eh.
Can I do that?
I went, oh, no,
I really
no.
want to know.
Evan,
You know the
thoughts?
funniest
'cause
thing?
They
His
said you
father's
have
in
like
the room.
they said you
Oh.
have like two hands, and
Big Neil's not in that room
like-
right now. Is Big Neil in
Yes,
there?
he
yeah,
is.
he is. Hi, Big Neil.
Evan's just sitting there doing this.
Oh.
Big Neil looks quite engrossed.
He peeked. Anyways, go on with what
I
we're
think I'm
saying.
just gonna leave him in frame.
God damn it.
Get your ass back over here.
I love E3 with Diggity. I love it.
I think I'm excited to see it, but I was hoping to see more content other than just VR stuff because I'm not gonna try it. Like maybe just to give it a shot, but like
You're going to try that. Come on.
I'm gonna try it, but I'm not gonna sit there and play through the whole game again. Like I'll probably get to the castle and that'll be it. Because it's like I'm curious because there's a lot of moments in the game where you go from being there to it changing like without a black screen to a cutscene. And that
Yeah.
was the problem of 7 was that
Oh, yeah.
you could play with the VR, but every time it went to a cutscene, it just went to black real quick, and then you were, in the animation, and you could just look
You
around. So it's like I wonder if,
teleported.
it was just not. That wasn't really fun to do because it just ruined that immersion. You had it when I was playing, and then as soon as it went to something with a cutscene, which without a cutscene or a black screen or a fade or teleport would have made it even better.
Mm-hmm.
It did do that. So I'm curious. I'll give it a shot, but. I was hoping for more content because I saw something in the leak that you posted about like a Last Hopes update, and I was hoping to see like maybe more story or whatever and stuff like that. So I'll give it a shot, but that's about it. I'm not really looking to play through the whole game again.
Nick,
I guess.
So I'm right there with them, man. Like I loved the game. I had a blast with it. It's a Resident Evil game, so anytime a new Resident Evil comes out, I'm gonna play it. VR, the last VR game I played was Half-Life Alyx and Boneworks. So it's gonna have to play as well as those for me. If I were to try it, which I'm probably gonna get a PSVR 2 for my PlayStation 5. Like I may as well at that point if I have the PS5. If I play it and it doesn't feel like half as good as Half-Life Alyx or Boneworks, I'm gonna put it down immediately. It looks cool. Like I like the dual wield weapons that you can just throw around and juggle. That looked really neat. It looked fluid. The game itself looked really nice and fluid as well. To stop the rumors, though, really quick, dead in its tracks. This is not my aunt. The vampire Dami Mommy is not my aunt. Well, it's not my
Yeah,
fault.
I know because that's
Clean
what
Raptor.
because that
Clean Raptor.
no. Who is spreading that rumor? What, the two people on Twitter, myself included?
Yes.
Come on,
I'm
no.
stopping it dead in its tracks. It's Dimitrescu, not Dumitrescu. I'm with the
People are
U,
gonna get-
she's with the I.
People are going to get confused anyway. Nobody was spreading rumors about it being your aunt. Nobody cares.
I'm just
Sorry.
stopping
Yeah.
it.
Raptor out.
Raptors suck. fucking.
I guess I just don't like
Cutthroat,
Raptor
man.
Evan. Raptor Evan's a fucking dick.
Just calling it. Just calling it like I see it.
Aviator
It is the
shades.
shades.
He's cocky.
Uh-huh.
Just
Calling
cocky
it like I
prick.
see.
Crazy.
He's gotta be.
He's got this Tom Cruise energy
Who
going
thought
on over there
some
for sure.
shades from Dollar General
mean-
could like add 7 inches to someone's cock. Jesus,
He practically has a
Started
middle
here,
front
ended
tooth.
up here, dude.
dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Works better.
Crazy.
Works better than those other ads I see.
Um,
Oh my god.
no, I heard
That was
For
highbrow.
Hims is good. Maybe we should try to get sponsored by them.
But what for hymns?
I'm bald as fuck. I don't think they're gonna sponsor
Let's
us.
see if
my
it
guy.
works.
They'll help you sprout hair, bro. You look like a fucking chia pet.
See if it works, man.
I don't think they make that claim exactly.
No, I think For Hims just to keep your dick hard.
No, I think there's a multitude
Nope.
of things to it. There's hair, and then there's
No,
also ED
yeah.
pills.
There's hair.
Yeah.
Oh, they have ED pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Fantastic.
all like stuff for him, for him.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, that's
Fair
a
enough.
free ad. Fuck that.
For Hims.
Yeah,
move
yeah.
on.
We don't do free ads. Come on.
Anyway,
now. Get out of here.
Resident Evil
Aldo.
Village PSVR 2 support. I mean, there's going to be more PSVR 2 titles that we talk about here in a second, but I'm already feeling like PSVR 2 is just going to be ports headed to it. I know
Yes.
there's some original shit, but I really was not. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but I really just don't want it to be all ports. I don't need this shit or like the dumbed down party game version of like what everyone was saying, where hey, I just wrestled Dami Mommy and now I'm going to a cutscene where I'm in a sewer now. What happened?
You know how many mods there are going to be for that? Oh, wait, no, never mind. Well, I mean, I guess if it goes to PC, Resident Evil VR PC,
It probably will. It did
There's gonna
before
be
for 7. So.
there's going to be so many dirty mods for that, dude. It's
No,
gonna
it
be
didn't. I lied.
insane.
Sorry.
Disgusting. They're going to do that to your aunt.
It did not
That's
go to
almost
Steam.
fu-
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm.
Anyways.
For me, I really, again, like I said on the Resident Evil 4, spoopy games are not where I live, so this is cool.
Spoopy.
Not where I
good.
live.
That's not where I live, man. It's not home.
Oh, it's
Well,
okay,
what if
get
I
it.
told you could get another game that's just as spoopy, The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution, releasing
Boring.
sometime in 2022 and has PSVR 2 support, which means that you can also play a version of the game without that.
That's boring.
It does look pretty boring.
It's not what you said to me over text, bro. You're lying again.
It
I'm
looks
calling you out.
Fine. I said literally in text,
Raptor.
it looks fine. That's all I
Fine and
said.
boring are two different things, my man.
Dude, I'm going to
Holy
fucking
shit,
shank
bro.
you, bro.
Is this going to be a
That's
reoccurring character? Because I kind of love it.
Yeah, it
Why
is.
are you siding with the raptor, bro? That's like if I was fucking in Jurassic Park under the fridge and you were like, get him,
No,
raptor.
dude,
But I
just
was
shoved him
your
out.
Yeah, you're the kid eating the
Shoved Nick
fucking
out.
pudding cup in the kitchen.
I was hungry.
Nick is the guy in Jurassic Park who's sitting on the toilet when the T-Rex.
You
comes
gotta
and
go,
whips
you
it
gotta
off.
go.
I want him to keep these like nearby and just like put them on occasionally so
Just
he can
whip
be
'em
his raptor persona.
Because you guys like to be
Um,
mean to me.
Listen, puts them on and
Um,
the game changes.
No, I mean I don't think you guys, the Diggity boys here, have played Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. I know Nick hasn't.
No, I've not.
I've played it. I liked it. I liked the feel of with the controllers. Like when you're actually stabbing zombies, it felt like you had to put in some real force if you were using just like a screwdriver for a zombie, right? I liked that. I mean, that's cool. It can get old, but there was a bit of a story there that I wanted to try and get through, and I was just never able to. There's a lot of progression as well, like being able to craft stuff at the hideout with the supplies you pick up when you're going out during the day on raids and stuff like that. There was a lot to it that I didn't really get to explore. So I said to Nick, it looks really smooth. With the VR2, like smoother than what I played it on when I played with the Quest 2. So I'm looking forward to trying it solely probably just due to that. Hopefully more ease of use with just it all being all like that. So I'm excited. I'm definitely going to give it a shot, and I want to see how the PSVR 2 is anyway. But yeah, I'd like to try The Walking Dead for sure, more than the Resident Evil games. To
Yeah,
be
I agree
fair.
with that at least.
Yeah, because that's made for VR. There's no regular port, or I mean, it's going to be a port probably to
No, I think
PlayStation.
I think it comes out as a normal game with support.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, that's I
Okay,
could be
gotcha,
wrong, that's what I
gotcha.
take from
Okay.
it. But they just said PSVR 2 support, so I'd assume there's also just a regular old version of the game coming out as well. So I don't
It'll be on
Right,
Steam,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, it's already on Steam.
And any thoughts there, Brody, on that or no?
I heard the first one was good, but I haven't played it. So cool. I'm not also a big Walking Dead fan.
That's where
so
that's
whatever.
where we're at.
That's
Yeah.
where we're at, man.
Just, hey, that's cool. Up next, they showed off more PSVR 2 games. We got a look at No Man's Sky on PSVR 2.
Did that look good to anybody though?
No, none of these
Okay.
games looked fantastic on PSVR 2.
All right, that's what I thought. Because like No Man's Sky starting to kick ass for their comeback, like the comeback kid of the gaming industry at the moment, right? Like,
Yeah.
but this just, I looked at it, I was like, I don't think I want to play this in VR. Like unless I was in like a full thing.
I think it was weird to like really kind of zoom in on them like teleporting too. Like they're just looking at the ship and all of a sudden they're in the ship and you're like, that's one of the weird hiccups of VR is the teleporting and things where you're kind of like, I don't know about all this, but I get it. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm just not with it.
I mean,
I don't think I'm with it.
The thing I found on all this too is like with the PSVR 2 stuff or just VR in general is like are we ever actually going to step past the boundaries of like feeling the arcadey version of some game, or are we gonna like just get okay-ish graphics, or maybe we get amazing graphics one day, but then we get shit controls? Like I don't want that game.
You know what I want? Just give me. I know we're so far from it.
If you say quick, I swear to God. I swear to God.
I was gonna say I want Ready Player One levels of VR one day.
Yo, Dibs, my call name being Gopher.
Guys, I'm
Dude,
talking about
his call sign's
VR.
great. His call sign's great. That's Gopher. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
That's good.
My
That's
thing's
good.
Go on,
going
Lance,
in.
go on. Oh.
Gopher's going in.
Bro, do you see what happens when we get these two assholes together?
You make a bunch of like chittering on the microphone. Like,
Fucking. Are you fisting me? Brody, this is your episode to edit, buddy. Have fun.
I'm leaving it. I don't give a fuck.
Dude, they better have a
It's
Top Gun
perfect.
Maverick game, dude, VR, and then you're gonna fly your fucking stupid plane around making raptor noises. I'm gonna fly my plane going.
you can kind of. Does Flight Simulator have
Such a
VR? Microsoft
jerk
Flight
off.
Simulator?
Not
Because
yet.
they added Top Gun
Not
stuff.
yet.
They added a whole Maverick
That'd be
DLC.
next for Xbox or something like that.
That would be sweet.
dope.
Just for them to add its support for PC would be awesome. But
Moving
anyway,
on to an actual, like, completely made for finally VR game for PSVR 2. We got to look at Horizon Call of the Mountain. Very, very, very quick look at it, and then also we'll talk about it in a second too. A quick, or actually we can now. A quick segue to, hey, we've also made an update to that Horizon Forbidden West game that got
was so
overshadowed by
snappy.
Elden
Yeah,
Ring. And we really want people to pay attention to it again.
Our devs are really sorry.
Horizon Call of the Mountain is
shit.
going to be exclusive to PSVR 2. And then
Shouldn't be sorry.
the Horizon Forbidden West update is pretty cool. They have transmog, the ability to reset your skills. Now they have an ultra hard difficulty mode now. The new Game Plus features new weapons and trophies. And that update is also actually available like right now, which is actually huge. I mean, the fact that they did a big
That's
update
sweet.
like that is fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Immediately. Yeah, that's cool.
The PSVR side of stuff, Evan, I'll let you go on these two things.
Oh.
Two items.
I mean, I haven't played either or any of the Horizon games. I've tried to play whichever. What was the first one? The Zero Dawn.
Yep.
Zero Dawn, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't like I tried it. I wasn't a big fan of it. My brother played it. He really likes it. I don't think he's played Forbidden West yet. I'm curious to see what he thinks of this new one. I'm again not really like crazy on it. I liked that for Forbidden West though. They did just. I like when companies just do it. Like, hey, update, it's out now. Go do it. You know, especially for when during an event. Like, I like that. Arma did that a while ago where they just dropped the game during their conference where they're like, yeah, it's available now. Go get it on Steam. Like, I like that. It, like, ever since Apex Legends did that, you know, I've always kind of really enjoyed that because it's so seems rare. But I mean, yeah, I'll try and make it through them eventually. But I just wasn't really grabbed by them. But it depends, right? It might take me a bit to really get into it. I'll probably try the VR stuff. I don't know if I need to know anything about the previous two games though. Which if I do, I'll just
seem
watch.
like it.
Yeah, it looked like it was a
an
prequel.
offshoot.
Yeah, or like just off out of nowhere, which would make sense because if they want to get people to play it, that's a good way to do it instead of being like, oh, well, you need to play two previous games of story to understand what's going on. I mean, you can kind of get it from the gist, right? Like they mention her by name, and you can tell obviously same world, bow and arrow, shoot robotic animal monsters, have fun. wear cool shades, make fun of your best friend, that kind of stuff.
Dope.
So, Nick, what do you think?
I'm not a fan of the Horizon series. Either of the games that have come out have been okay. Like I play a little bit of the first one. I fell off it really fast just because of how hand-holdy it was. Both very pretty games. Don't get me wrong, but they don't. The problem with games like this is people see them, they go, "Wow, it's so different." There's nothing different about the game other than how pretty it looks. And Aloy arguably is a stupid-looking character with a stupid-looking face and a big head. So you lost
Look who's
me
talking.
there. I have a huge head, but her fucking head is ridiculous. I don't like fucking Raptor. Raptor's kicked off the show.
I fucking love it.
Raptor's kicked off the show. I finally go into like a serious thing, and you got these two jerk offs fucking fisting me and derailing me.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
Thanks.
Anyways.
Going in, baby.
Oh, Raptor and Gopher, dude, I hate them.
Dude, do I need a helmet that has that on there?
You and Jeff need Raptor and Gopher helmets.
That'd be sweet. Why did you not? You said something
dude.
though.
I'll be Beaver.
There you go, Beaver.
My heritage.
I upset who?
You didn't upset anybody, but you said something right before we talked about it. You said something about how the Guerrilla game devs were upset about something. Because I remember there was something about them in the
They're a
news a
bunch
while
of fucking
ago.
crybabies because their game
For
got
what?
overshadowed by Elden Ring.
Oh,
Okay, so
right.
here's
there
my
was
thing.
a
Do
bunch
you
of
are
that.
are you so biased towards Elden
No,
Ring that
absolutely
this is?
not.
I mean, you said
If
some pretty
those
heinous
games-
things about
if-
that game just now.
No, I didn't. If
You
the
looked
games
through
were
their head.
fun,
Oh, they're stupid.
if the Horizon series was fun, I would care. Aloy looks stupid. Look up a picture of
Her
little
face is
baby
very big.
Aloy.
Her face is baby Aloy is ridiculous. Her face is massive.
Look up a picture of child
Aloy.
Aloy.
On my PlayStation, I went, is this a bug?
Yeah.
I didn't think this was
Did I
legit.
accidentally
was
turn
like,
on
okay,
a
hold
cheat mode
second.
or a cheat code?
Fucking
I turned on
big
big head mode.
Yeah,
And
big head mode on.
Regardless, though, a VR game based around that's not going to pull me into that series.
See, that's
It
fascinating. 'Cause I think
it looks
might
cool,
put
though.
me in. Because I don't
Really? Yeah.
like. I have to. I mean, I got to see what the gameplay's like. But I mean, I couldn't. I don't want to speak for you, Brody, but I think we both had a discussion on this where I could not get into Horizon at all because of the stealth side shit. And if this is more arcadey, just go shoot 'em up kind of shit, I'm cool with that. But if it's like, hey, I'm gonna go hide behind this rock and crouch in my living room to hide behind this rock for 30 seconds while this fucking bronchiosaurus made out of e-waste walks around or whatever.
Metal
I
sticks
don't
used condoms.
Wally waste.
old printers and shit. I don't I don't want I don't want that game. I kind of want to just go in there and shoot shit up.
Yeah, I get that.
Dial-up.
100%.
Fax machine. Little dot matrix
I-
printer.
I have not been able to get into it. To me, it just plays like another open world game, except for now you have to go pick up sticks all the fucking time, and that to me is a punishment rather than fun gameplay. But I don't know. I think the VR probably interests me more. I will say I cannot get used to the like floating hands and stuff. It always
Yeah, I
looks
agree.
so jarring.
Yeah, it
It
never
looks
looks
silly.
good.
But I understand why they do it, right? Because like if you move your hands weird and it doesn't track it, now you got fucking arms all crossed and everything. So I get it, but at the same time, it is a little disorienting. But I will say that like they're very pretty games, like Nick said. I tried to get into Zero Dawn, and I
Oh,
just
boy.
cannot for the life of me get into
Can
it.
someone
So-
kick that?
Oh
What?
boy,
Oh,
what happened?
boy. Someone
Oh,
kicked
no.
that person
Oh,
in chat.
Yay! Holy God!
Shit.
Ayo,
Holy
Toast.
moly.
Toast,
Hey, yo,
kick
Toast.
them.
Toast, get him the fuck out!
Oh my god. Brody,
Holy.
to your
Holy moly!
Brody,
Cheers.
I
Do
swear to
you
God, if
URL
that's somebody from your
T and
Discord, Nick,
G?
I'm gonna kick him in the balls.
boy, that went
Um,
2 to 11.
Why would I
Hey,
sabotage our own network?
Not
Brody,
you.
Brody,
It's not them.
to go back to your floating hands thing. I'm dead.
That was jarring.
To go back to your floating hands thing. The thing about that is, unfortunately, like the VR side of stuff does not translate well when obviously they didn't just show it on like a normal screen.
Right.
So at least like you still see some floating, but at least in your sight line, like it's kind of not there. when you're
Yeah.
actually playing, unless you're like
Right.
really overextending. But yes, it is still really
It's weird.
weird.
Boneworks did that though, like with full arms, and that looked good.
Moving on, Toast got rid of me. We're all good. Moving on, Spider-Man Remastered. This is coming to PC August 12th, 2022. Is anybody stunned by this or no? I'm a little stunned only because of the Marvel and Sony attachment, and I thought that they would try to keep this this is
Just to them.
completely Sony IP.
My hands up. Can I go?
Yeah.
We have an order here.
We have an
do
order.
you do?
Evan, go first. Evan, go first.
Okay, yo, Raptor, go. Hit us.
Stop calling him Raptor.
No, I'm not stunned by it. I was, as soon as I heard they were saying something about a new Sony game coming to PlayStation, I really only went to either Spider-Man or Last of Us because Uncharted's already going to be there and God of War is there. I couldn't think of another one off the top of my head, as well as Horizon Zero Dawn and Days Gone are also there, along with some others I'm sure I'm missing. But in terms of big titles, those were the only two I came up with, and Spider-Man is probably a better bet overall in terms of sales, because I'm sure it's pretty much anybody who wants to play The Last of Us is really just already have it, so there's really no point. I'd love to see it on PC, but I'm more than happy that we're not just getting Spider-Man, but we're also getting Miles Morales as well. We're getting both of them. Mm-hmm. So I'm really excited for that because I've been waiting for it. And I know plenty of buddies who don't have PlayStations that want to play Spider-Man. So it's going to be even better for them to get into it and finally be able to try it out, because some of them just have never been able to play it, but they've wanted to. So I'm really excited for them to get it as well and see what they think of for the first time. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Not stunned necessarily, though. It was only that or Last of Us for me in terms of what I could think of at the time. Mm. But yeah, no, I'm excited.
Nikolai?
I'm not shocked at all. Sony is starting to push and move towards PC as well, with God of War coming onto PC, Horizon coming onto PC. This is not a shock to me. They know if they were to put something as big as Spider-Man on PC, it's going to gain traction. People will buy it. Everybody wants to play Spider-Man. I don't care who you are. When Spider-Man dropped on PS4, it was huge. It felt like the PlayStation Spider-Man all over again, but huge and beautiful. And as every fucking reviewer said, it made you feel like Spider-Man. But it does. I'm not shocked at this. I'm stoked about this, though. I can't wait to replay this game on my PC. I'm not going to use mouse and keyboard, I think, though. I'll probably use a controller again. For a game like this, I'll use controller.
Awful. This would be awful.
It'd be terrible.
Mouse and keyboard.
But the power behind a computer like that I have, or Evan has, or my little brother, or other friends of ours has, or have at this point, this game is going to shine, man. Like,
I don't know if it's going to be that
much
of an upgrade.
I don't think it's going to be
with
super
mods,
intensive.
People will be able to mod this game.
Yeah, but that's not fucking Sony. I mean,
I guarantee,
like out the box,
I guarantee you'll be able to. Well, I guarantee Sony will put graphic settings into the game.
Yeah,
there are some ports that come.
It's only going to go so far.
It's only going to be as far as the PS5 performance.
We shall see. I think it's going to look better.
You think they're going to do that much back-end work to upgrade the entire game?
I think it's going to look better and run better on PC.
Have you seen the other PC ports? They're basically the
God
same
of War
as the
looks,
console version.
God of War looks fantastic and runs way better.
Yeah, it does. But you're also playing on a nice monitor versus a TV and everything else. Like it.
Oh, sure,
I don't
but
think it's going to be a huge graphic upgrade.
I'm saying
mods.
with computer plus nice monitors, without mods, I think it's going to look better and play better on a PC. That is my opinion. I'm also biased because that's my main source of play.
I think it's wishful thinking.
I think it'll look.
If I am correct,
bias.
you owe me $10. $10.
I think you're. How are you going to compare it? Digital Foundry? Come on now.
I think that
I
the
win.
way
Buy me a vape.
The way you look at it, that's
you shut up,
dumb.
Jeff.
That's
go
dumb.
for it.
Nick, shut up.
Beaver, dude.
Shut up.
Get it right, dude.
I think that he's changed it. He changed his call sign to Beaver. Let him be what he wants.
Or I'll be Moose instead of Goose.
That's good.
Canadian.
No, Brody, to what you said, I don't think it'll look better because they actually put forth more technical enhancements. I think, but it will look better because our monitors are nicer than regular televisions.
That's what I'm trying to say. I just can't. I didn't say it
That's
correctly.
your fucking PC, bro.
I just said it incorrectly. My computer's
And I
better than the
corrected you,
PlayStation.
and you argued with me. And
Yeah,
I,
this guy's
you were wrong.
not made. This guy's not made to be a naval aviator. I'm telling you that right now.
I quit the show.
He's so frustrated.
It's not your
Oh.
show to quit, motherfucker. Buckle up. It's gonna be a long show.
Fuck.
Welcome to
What,
the
you leaving?
Thunderdome.
No,
You
I
leaving?
welcome to
You big
Thunderdome,
baby?
bitch.
Anyway, my thoughts on it, I thought it was fucking cool. I think that for PlayStation titles, I think that the gap of distance of them coming to console and then to PC is going to continue to shorten. I think that
Yes.
like Wolverine, I think you'll see Wolverine come out on PS5, and then I think you'll see it like literally 6 months later come out to PC.
I agree.
when it
I bet they
releases.
wait at least a year.
They fucking
Think so?
make too much money, and it doesn't fucking. I don't know why they wait so long now, because it doesn't cannibalize shit. It just makes them more money. Like
Yeah,
someone like
well,
Nick just
I
thinks
mean-
it's gonna be fucking better looking on PC, and he's gonna buy it. He's gonna buy it twice.
Leave me alone.
PC sales for them
No, I'm just
haven't
saying,
been like
would you gonna
Yes,
do that? Right?
yeah,
I will
PC
buy it.
sales
I will
for
buy it
them
twice.
have not been like as crazy as you would think. I mean, they're still impressive. Don't get me wrong, but I think some of that has to do with like what you're saying, where the gap is almost too long to where people are like, I'm not
that's
gonna
like,
go
there's
back and play.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't think that. Like, I would
I
just
agree with
fucking
that.
release that shit outright. And plus, you also have supply chain issues. You're gonna continue to have them. People aren't fucking going and buying these things because
Especially for next gen, right? Like anybody
Yeah.
can go out to a disc replay and get yourself a PS4, an Xbox One, and play whatever games are gonna still siphon into last gen, which are gonna be far and few between soon. But for these next gen titles that are releasing for PC, it would behoove Sony to definitely be like, okay, it's coming out here first. 6 months on, like what Jeff's saying, six months down the line, boom, you got Wolverine. And people like me, I will buy it twice to see how it plays, to
Yeah, you're an
play it
idiot.
2 different ways. That's so
Just
fucking of
kidding.
you.
I'm kidding.
I love
no,
that I said this.
the reason I think they would wait a year is because they're trying to get people into their PlayStation ecosystem, right? Like, so they get that cut from when people buy other games. So if they wait longer, it breathes new life into a game as long as you don't wait too long when you release it to PC for the people who absolutely refuse to get it on PlayStation. So it
Yeah.
makes sense to me to wait a year. And anybody who desperately wants to play
Pardon
it,
me.
then they pick up a PlayStation now. Maybe they pick up another couple games here and there. They don't make any money off the hardware, but they make money from other sales and things like that. So I would think I would be very, very surprised if they waited only 6 months. I would think it would be at least a year.
I'm
Right.
gonna just rip through some of these next games because they're just smaller things, and I don't think.
Also,
most
I'm
of us
excited
care.
about Spider-Man coming. By
Okay.
the way,
I don't-
it's cool.
Stop me,
not rip
stop
through
me,
Stray.
stop me on this list if you guys like really want to talk about something. But I'm just gonna rip through these next couple ones because I think they're just kind of smaller stuff and some indie things. So we gotta look at Stray. We got a new gameplay trailer
Stop.
for that. That's been. Hold on a second. That's been pushed a ton. This is releasing July 19th, 2022. It'll be free to all PlayStation Plus extra members and above as well. Quickly, Nick.
It looks cool. Stray looks like a fun, fucking cool game that I will buy on my PlayStation opposed to my PC. I want to play something that's going to look pretty on my PlayStation. I don't want to play something fun on my PlayStation, and this is going to look dope. It looks cool. The game looks beautiful. What are you laughing at, Raptor?
He's got to. He's calling me it now. He's got to justify that cost for that PlayStation, boy. He's got to make sure it's worth it.
I tried playing...
What's the last game you played on there that you
I feel
fully
like this
finished?
is like a fucking like story
I haven't.
arc in WWE.
Exactly.
I haven't.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
I
yeah.
just
tried playing
watching this in
Ghostwire.
front of me, like, yeah, boy.
Honestly, I
Validate
tried
that.
playing Ghostwire Tokyo.
Meet me for the belt.
Wasn't fun. That game sucked. The Stray is a cool... It looks... It's Ghostwire Tokyo sucked. It was so not fun.
Boy, that is
Uh,
unpopular.
That's fine.
Opinion.
Stray...
It's
Stray-
not really all that unpopular, actually.
No, a lot
That's
of people
pretty
didn't like it.
common.
Stray looks cool. I'm gonna be buying this game for my PS5. It's also a game I think my wife would like a lot. So
Yeah, my wife will fucking play because there's a fucking cat in it.
yeah, but it's like fucking cyberpunk too. Like
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
so
cool
much
elements.
down with bugs.
A lot of
With the cardboard box from fucking Metal Gear Solid.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's great.
I see where he's going. He's gonna tie it back to Kojima. That's what it is.
I'm
Son
just.
of a-
I swear to
excited.
God.
We don't gotta talk about Kojima until Summer Game Fest, by the way. So you might want to stop while you guys are ahead. Let's keep going.
Moving on.
Stop
the
it,
game
we're
we saw
ahead.
was the Callisto Protocol, which you saw a story and gameplay trailer for that. That's releasing December 2nd, 2022. Evan, very
That's not
quickly.
small.
Yes, I like
Oh.
I like it. It looks like a spiritual successor. I think it is a spiritual successor to Dead Space, and I never played the first one, so I'm looking forward to playing that as well as the Dead Space remaster that's coming.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks. I like that they showed off. I think they showed off deaths of the character you play because that was kind of the thing from Dead Space. I think that people liked or whatever was that it was particularly brutal, right? It wasn't like a Call of Duty where you just fall over to the side and that kind of thing. It was you watched you watched Isaac get his limbs torn apart, right? So it's like I like that they showed that. They weren't afraid to show that, which reminded, I'm sure, other people of Dead Space. So I'm looking forward to playing that. It looks great. And is it a PlayStation exclusive?
No.
Or is it?
No.
Right,
It's just
I'm not buying it on my I'm not buying it on PlayStation. I'm playing it on PC. But
So it's made
Glad to see
by
more
the
of it.
creators of Dead Space. The original the original team. Callisto
Is
Protocol looks amazing. Yes. Callisto
Because
Protocol
the guys
looks
that
amazing.
the guys that did it don't work at those studios.
No,
Not all of them.
it's a whole new studio. Callisto Protocol looks amazing. I'm super pumped for it. It looked gorgeous, horrifyingly gorgeous. And I'm just fucking psyched for that game. A new horror game that's gonna be extremely brutal to play, extremely
So many
violent and
horror
graphic
games.
and gore. I'm stoked, and it's weird because I thought PlayerUnknown was attached to the game for a while, and now it seems like they're not. So I forgot if something happened within that game, because PlayerUnknown was attached to Callisto Protocol for a while, right when it first came out. Announced rather. Sorry,
I'm glad they aren't.
I am as well.
Moving on.
Yeah, huh?
Son of a bitch.
Moving on, we got to look at Roller Drome, which I am not stoked about. It's you're rollerblading,
cool.
which is just lazy.
He's only gonna play it when he's drunk.
Yeah.
He's only gonna play when he's drunk.
Ubisoft just launched. God, what's the name of the one with the where you throw the ball at each other? It's like rollerblading, but it's also
That's EA. That's Knockout City.
dodgeball. Sorry, yeah, Knockout City. That's
Yep.
That just
That
launched.
also came out a while ago.
No, not Knockout City. There's another one.
Oh, you're thinking a different
The
one?
There's one
Ubisoft,
from Ubisoft.
roller
It's just-
derby game that they
Yeah,
have.
there's a roller derby game that came out. This one looks like you're shooting guns instead. I don't know. I don't like the art style of it. I
didn't
care
either.
less of it.
It does look
the
kind
I-
of weird, yeah.
The idea of it could be cool, I think, but I didn't care for the art style, which obviously is a very they chose that art style, and that's
Yeah.
cool. Some people really like it. It doesn't do it for me, but and I think in a multiplayer setting that could be really cool. But it almost looked like more story, like a single player game. It was weird. I don't know.
Right.
I didn't dig it.
I could totally see a lot of multiplayer elements to it. I guarantee there will be deathmatch and all that shit to this game, and it looks cool. So I will be playing this game when I'm fucking wasted,
Cool.
for sure.
Eternites is also shown. We got a gameplay trailer for that, releasing early 2023. Then we gotta look at go ahead.
Oh, I actually kind of dug the art style in this, but I'm not sure about the whole QuickTime event thing. I can get into these kinds of games, but the QuickTime thing, if that's the whole combat, I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
We got a look at Street Fighter 6, which is releasing 2023, so that's a pretty wide date there. Also, it didn't look great.
It didn't look. The actual fighting looked good,
Yes.
but they also have an open world type of thing.
Yeah.
I haven't thought it was.
I thought. I mean, yeah, the open world wasn't the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen, but it looked interesting for a Street Fighter game to have this open, even if it's just a hub world or whatever. But I thought the actual fights looked really cool. They had this very graffiti, almost art pops throughout while you were fighting and stuff. It looked really neat.
Yeah, no, it looked interesting. I know a lot of people have been waiting for Street Fighter 6 to come out, and I hope for the Street Fighter fans out there, I hope that this meets expectation for what they've been waiting for. Because I know if it doesn't, they're going to be so fucking bummed. I'm going to feel so bad, but not bad, because I've been waiting for Half-Life 3 for a long time, so keep going.
Cool.
We had to get that mention in there.
we got to look at Tunic, which is releasing September 27th. Then we got to look at Season, A Letter to the Future, which is just releasing this fall. We didn't really get a date. And then the big one, we got to look at Final Fantasy 16. Got a gameplay trailer for that. And that was announced that is releasing summer 2023. And that was the last thing of this state of play that was shown. which I told Brody when I called him this evening. Before the show, I was like, yeah, my phone just went like black, and I thought the live stream just cut out because it went to like their cool X's and O's and triangles and square cool graphics that they have. And I thought the stream went dead, and I was like, oh, no, that's it. That's the state of play.
I am really excited about Final Fantasy 16. It was cool to see an actual gameplay trailer, and it kind of looks almost like you're playing as the summons. I think there's another name for it, but in some parts at least. I'm surprised it's not releasing until summer of 2023 because some of the conversations and stuff that have been surrounding this game basically made it sound like it was pretty well done and was probably going to release this holiday season. So a little surprised to see that, but I'm really excited about it. I think it looks pretty cool, and I'm still waiting for this one. Yeah.
I'm not a Final Fantasy fan in the slightest, but I will say each time I see a Final Fantasy trailer, they do a good job at hyping the game up more and more. And it looks like each Final Fantasy within the each installment to the franchise gets more and more mature. Like, this looked like it was going to be like a lot more mature than the previous and the previous prior. What are you two fuckheads laughing about? I got fucking goddamn Moose Knuckle over here.
I was laughing at Evan because Evan was cracking the fuck up and he couldn't contain it.
Because when you messed up, you
like
just
WWE, dude. It's hilarious.
I fixed it.
I know, but you stopped for so long in my head.
No,
just, like you went up.
I got fucking Lieutenant Moose Knuckle and Lieutenant fucking Private Dickhead over here, fucking talking that shit.
Oh, you're
Dude,
being
that's my
so
new call
funny.
sign, Moose Knuckle, dude.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my god.
You're giving us, ammunition. You should really think about that.
Y'all motherfuckers are starting it.
You need to chill out, dude.
Great. Bro, this is
I'm doing
WWE
my job on the
level.
You're not doing
story
anything.
trees and shit, bro. This is amazing.
I hate E3 season with you fuckheads.
Oh,
No,
my
you don't.
God.
Mine is Brody.
Just like
Mine is
20 minutes ago, you were like, I love E3 season.
I love laughter,
But I
bro.
get shit on.
This isn't
Dude,
even
this
part
is
of
it.
the
Catch
E3
the-
season,
catch
man.
this heat, baby.
The week hasn't
Catch
even
this heat.
started, man.
Don't stand
Next
in our
week's gonna
afterburn,
start.
brother. Don't stand in our afterburn.
Yeah,
Kirk out, bro. Let's keep going.
Dude, good job, dude.
that's Noah's call sign. Noah's call sign is ka-chow.
Okay, now I got Toast in the chat talking shit.
Good, man.
Our mods are talking shit.
Everyone's shit.
Our mods are talking shit.
Everybody's in
Oh
our Discord
my-
server going, how can I hurt Nick's feelings tonight?
Oh my god. Amazing.
We've created a
I'll
We've created
let
a
them know.
Frankenstein monster, bro.
Try and hurt Nick's feelings tonight.
Oh my god.
Get him,
Thank you,
boys.
Toast. Keep it rolling. Keep it
God,
rolling,
it's all right.
boys.
He's gonna get the job. It's okay.
Yeah, he'll be so
Here
happy.
right now.
You got to be happy, dude. You got that Steam Deck. You got to be able to put up with this. Just think about that. All the suffering you're putting up with right now, and you'll get that little handheld to play Elden Ring on.
and tell me how good it looks.
Yeah.
Just think how many
look at
times
that.
he's going to play Half-Life on that thing.
A lot.
Oh my god. That'll be the first thing he loads up.
Here,
It'll be that
to
or
make-
DayZ.
I'll give you guys one more
Look how
piece of
good
ammo.
it looks. Yeah, because the fucking screen's tiny.
Fuck off. First off. Secondly, I'll give you some more ammo. They just delayed the fucking dock for it. They can't
Ooh.
go
Do you
Yeah, I
need
saw
a
that.
dock? Isn't the dock just a piece of
No.
plastic?
I
You
I
can
don't know.
use like other docks essentially. Like
It's like
you can use the Windows
USB-C
Surface
dongle
dock
to
if
like
you
an
wanted to.
HDMI, and it's
That's
over
right.
with?
Jeff, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't have it.
Well,
You can
also
read
are
about it.
Technically,
this
fucking
information is
challenged with that shit,
readily
dude.
available.
This is you're buying
He
like
doesn't.
a
He sees-
$1,500 piece of equipment, and this is the same man that came on last time on our fucking podcast and didn't know that that Nintendo Switch was a touch screen.
He did not know that. Oh my
god!
god.
World.
Check this out,
What a
check this out.
callback. What
Check
a
this out. Can
callback.
you guys see this?
You know. Okay.
Watch this. Watch this. You see that dust?
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care. You came on and you literally said, "Wait, hold on," and I went,
You
"What do
didn't
mean?
know.
What do you mean? Hold on?" You went, "That's
That
a
was like 2
touchscreen?"
years ago.
It's the
That was
whole
No, it
2
wasn't.
years ago.
Does
Yeah,
that
it was.
does that
you had
Switch have as
owned it.
much dust on it as that copy of Metroid Dread you were gonna send me?
Oh,
Your
fuck.
shirt from timeout,
Dude,
Tio.
bro.
It's being sent. It's being sent when Eric
Hey,
sends
he's
him his.
dreading that, dude. Don't. Dread
I
on
have
that.
heard
Just
that
send
you were
it.
gonna
I
send that
don't
like
know
8
where the
different
copy
times.
is.
What the
Timeout.
fuck?
He got him. So don't dread on that.
We're doing this live. I gotta find this game. Time
No, we got other things to do. We got other things to do. It's not our
Nick
show.
finds this fucking game he was supposed
I-
to say
It's not our show.
I almost sent Brody the case. Look, time
Oh
out.
my god!
Brody.
I would have never let you live
Where's
that
the
down.
Brody, look.
fucking
Absolutely not.
pamphlet?
There was no pamphlet
Didn't
with this
come with one.
fucking game.
Half the Switch games don't.
My God, dude.
We have to cover more things here, boys. Let's
We-
get
yeah,
back
we do
on
need to
topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, hey,
sorry.
okay, quickly, just give it a rating 1 to 10, the state of play overall, amongst other state of plays, not what the fuck you wanted. We don't care.
Diggity
Evan.
boys go first.
Or Raptor.
No, Diggity goes first.
Raptor
Oh, wow.
goes first.
Okay,
Raptor
Jesus.
goes-
I give
Dig-
this a 7. I give it a 7.
You give it a 7. I give it a 6.
Okay, Brody.
I'd say a 7's fair.
Okay.
That's
7.
understandable. 7. All right.
The only thing that
People
even brought it
overhyped
up
it.
for me was Final Fantasy. Really.
Well, I think we also were guilty of kind of hyping ourselves up too because of the leak that Jeff
Oh,
posted.
I
Because
wasn't.
I got
You
really
guys got
I-
wrapped up in it. I'm like, no,
I,
this is gonna
I
suck.
really I really only got excited for the Modern Warfare 2 stuff. I got excited to see the other stuff, but that all came true. Like the Resident Evil stuff came true, so that was fine. Or like not came true, but it was here. And then I saw today when I was at work that the reveal for Modern Warfare 2 would be on the 8th. So I kind of was like, I'm not really expecting that much out of it now because a
You
lot of
got
the games
bummed
a lot of the games that you posted other than Resident Evil and Modern Warfare, I didn't know. I didn't know any of them.
Right.
So
For the
Yeah.
record, I would also like to point out it is now June and we have not seen anything about God of War. And anybody who believes that
It's
game's
coming out in
this month,
2023.
yeah, anybody
Yeah.
who believes that game's coming out this year is fucking wrong. Like, there's no way.
I mean, I'd be
We'll
pretty.
close
Release
We'll close
next year,
that.
whatever.
That's fine.
All these- all right,
I
yeah, we
would
should
be
have that.
Very surprised if it comes out this year.
No, I'm
We
gonna
should
clip the
have
first
that
thing
in
you
the
said.
event.
I don't even remember
You
what the first
said
part was.
whoever the fuck
Oh, boy.
thinks that is wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can clip that.
yeah.
That's fine.
All right.
Speaking of clipping, it's a great segue. We have
Wow,
on the
that-
show, so we got to get into this ad, my boys. Support for Diggity, first time ever, baby, is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below the waist grooming. Their products are precision engineered tools for your family jewels. Minimizes nicking your nut sack. I've used this shit. I actually broke it out of the box, used it. I got a kit sent to me. Brody got a kit sent to him. Full stuff.
I need to buy one.
Just out there. Honest to God, here's the thing. Nobody wants to. Okay, you need to shave your balls. Okay, you got 2 balls. You got 1 ball like Lance Armstrong. I don't give a fuck. You need to shave your nuts. You need to shave your nuts. You need to shave your whole area. You need to shave your jungle bridge. Everything. All that shit. You need to get that. You need to get that figured out. Okay, but here's the problem. Every time you go to shave that area down there, gentlemen.
Yes.
Maybe ladies too. Okay, could be. You can use this too if you want. I mean, I don't know the whole. I can't speak on that because it's called Manscaped, but whatever. But when you basically go to shave down there, you either know that it's going to be great and it's going to be smooth, or you think that this is how you're going to die. Because you nick your nutsack and you sit there and go, "Boy, what do I do?" And it's not one of those, "Oh my God." You know what a ruckus I've now caused. I'm gonna have to put toilet paper on my nutsack or
Gonna
whatever.
bleed out in the shower.
You know, or chill this out in the
Like your
shower and
Balls
figure
go
it
like
out.
the Grinch.
Right? Yeah. No, it's like, boy, I'm bleeding from my balls. I'm gonna die. Like this is not good. Not good. Not good at all. But what's great about this is honestly, it is a really cool product. My favorite thing about it is that it sounds stupid, but the charger for the thing, it actually like wirelessly
so nice.
charges. You plug the charger in, and it's got the base, and it actually like the Lawnmower 4.0, which is a hilarious name, sits on the base, and it just charges wirelessly. Which I wish my like actual face shaver did that, because it's fucking annoying when you have to like plug in a cable and it sits there all shitty on the bathroom counter, and then your wife yells at you and goes, "What the fuck is this?" Now you know what is this? This is what is this? The cables are all neatly stored. That's my ball shaver. So, anyways, you can join over 4 million people worldwide who trust Manscaped, and if you use the code Diggity, you save 20% off, and you get free worldwide shipping as well. That again is Diggity, Diggity at manscaped.com. It's fantastic. Check it out. Go buy a kit. Go buy whatever they have. I mean, they have everything from soaps. They have a fucking nose trimmer. They have a
Cologne?
ton of shit. They have
Ed cologne.
they have they have
Boxers?
colognes. They have boxers. They have t-shirt. Whatever
Which are
you
actually
want.
The boxers are very nice, but
Yeah, they actually are.
I need to
very
get a
nice.
pair.
I am wearing them right now. They're fantastic.
There you go.
And you're wearing a shirt.
And a shirt. Yeah,
Yes, he's wearing the
went
Manscaped
full
shirt
out
tonight,
for
yeah.
the first read, baby.
Yeah, let's go,
Hell
baby.
yeah.
Let's go. So
I
anyways,
will say I did use it on my head first because I was like, "There's no way this isn't gonna nick the shit out of me." So I used it on my head because my hair had gotten really long, and as long as my hair gets, at least. And I like tried to cut myself with it, and I could not. Legit, like tried to see
you
if I could
fucking
get it to
serious?
nick
no,
myself, and
seriously, dude, it actually
I'm
works
dead
like
serious.
real good. Like
ceramic blades.
I mean, I'm not
and
gonna
they-
say I tried stabbing my nut sack with.
Well,
the
I
fucking
didn't.
thing,
Yeah, I didn't
but
try to.
I mean, I was sitting there like this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta do this. This is for the podcast. This is what my life is. And I go and I start like trimming, and I'm like, oh my god, it's not. I don't think he can cut me. Like I think we're good. I tried the nose hair trimmer too. Which,
Oh, it's
gentlemen,
great.
if you got nose hair coming out of your nose, fucking get that shit figured out, my dudes.
I've had a couple of those as well, and sometimes they'll like tickle really bad because it's just an open end and it just rustles everything up. This one legit like was a very, very nice nose trimmer, and of course I bought one right before this, and then we got this stuff sent to us. So, but yeah, so far I'm loving everything. I've tried all of the products, the fucking ball toner and everything else they sent us to. I'm not even kidding. They sent us ball
It's
toner.
pretty, I just like the brand. I think
it's
it's pretty
great.
cool. But you can head to
Yeah.
manscaped.com and use the code Diggity, Diggity, and get 20% off and free shipping. So head on over there, check it out, see if you like something, pick it up.
Fuck
Father's
yeah.
Day is also here. Like you're late. Go fucking go get something.
Might end
Or
up
no,
being
it's not
Father's Day.
late. It's what? It's the 16th.
I
You
don't
got
know.
time. You got
You
time.
got time. You got time.
time,
Pick it
plenty
up.
of
Get an
time.
order in.
But anyways,
That-
that was a very
20%
long
off
ad
and free
read. It's
shipping.
the first ad read we've ever done for that. So go check it out. Manscaped.com. Use code Diggity.
It'll get better.
Get at it, baby. Get at it.
It was
Moving
a beautiful
on.
ad read. Thank you, Nick.
Thank
What the
you
fuck
very
did I do?
much.
Nothing.
Nick, you just do a lot of things. It's fine.
Get him,
Why'd you say-
Raptor. Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Build this story
I
out. Build
was
this story
getting
out.
just
That's the-
props.
That's the new.
What is
thing
happening?
Well, I
on the
just
show
wanted to
tonight.
give. I just wanted to give.
What do you mean? What's
the
happening?
ad
This is their
a
show.
little bit more time because it's the first time. They sent us very lovely kits. Our contact at Manscaped is a very nice gentleman, very nice, and we had a. It was just good. I couldn't believe it when it showed up in my mailbox. I was expecting like just like a nail, like a ball trimmer or something like that, and that's it. And it was like a full fucking kit. It was beautiful. Like we
That's
had.
dope.
Yeah, look
dude.
We
great.
had
Yeah,
ball
right.
toner. Haven't even used that. Don't even know what the fuck that is. Honestly, not gonna lie. Haven't used the ball toner yet. Need to.
It's to freshen up your nuts. In case you like,
In
you
the
know, get a
shower
little
though,
sweaty or
right?
something.
Like you use it in the
Nope,
shower.
Nope.
What,
You just
are we talking like it's an isopropyl alcohol
Yeah,
kind of
spritz
thing where
it
it like
on, bro.
evaporates?
Nope.
This is nonsense.
It's like you get a little sweaty or something, you know, you drop the drawers and then you spritz it once or twice and it refreshes them.
Yeah, spritz that shit on.
How
So
do
it's
you
kinda
not
like
laugh
nut
while you're
dust,
saying
but
the
not-
things you're saying?
But not nut dust. Like it's a liquid still.
Yeah, minus
cool.
the
Are we
dust.
for your balls.
Weren't we
It's-
done with the ad?
Yes,
Are we
more or
done?
less.
Because I
Yeah,
took
yeah,
toner
we were
as,
done
like,
with the ad. We've circled
Yeah,
back.
we've gone. Now,
Yeah,
is this
I-
an OBO episode?
took-
Now we just came back to it.
I
like-
took toner as like skincare.
That's also what I thought too, but that is not it. Well, maybe
And
maybe
I
I'm
was
thinking
like,
of the
I
proper
guess I could tone my
fresher.
balls and put foundation on
The
them. I don't
crop
mean it's-
refresher is what I'm thinking of. The toner is after you get out of the shower, you dry them, and it's like a deodorant for your nuts.
just for your balls.
I
That's
kid you
crazy.
not.
Bro, this is wild. We live
It's
in a fucking
fantastic.
Anyways.
space-time.
Raptor's been trying to sit here cool and collected, and I can't when I hear Brody
All
talk
right, well,
about it.
anyways,
Talk
moving,
about this.
moving
Dude.
on, the last subject of this episode, which we want to touch on, we can take this with a grain of salt. It's rumor time, and I think a couple minutes from each
Nick's
person would be
favorite time.
great about this. But there are rumors going around that we're gonna have mid-gen consoles come out, which would be PS5 Pro, Xbox Series X,
Pro Plus
Pro Plus, Lite Edition, whatever.
Ultra.
And we got, I mean, it's small, but it is coming from reputable sources. And it's kind of crazy because, again, me and Brody talked about it. From a supply chain perspective, it's like, you know, good God, like, they're having trouble making these now. But I don't know, maybe they can make them more simple. I mean, I don't know how you make the Xbox Series X more simple in terms of form. But
Yeah, it's just
you
a
can
box.
definitely make the PS5 a lot more simple. And not as complex from a plastic injection perspective and stuff, but I don't really hear that as being a supply chain issue as plastics. I hear more like it's the chips and shit like that. And I mean, I would assume that if you're advancing something, it's going to take more advanced chips, but who knows? So,
to me, I don't foresee this happening. I think with all of the COVID stuff and everything else, I feel like this mid-gen rumor, because I mean, right now we're 2 years into it almost.
Sorry, I should preface that this rumor is within the next year this would happen.
Yeah, they supposedly releasing in 2023. So I don't foresee this happening at all, or not at all, but not next year. I would think if we were going to see something like this, it's going to be 2024, maybe even 2025. I think these consoles are going to last a lot longer, or probably a decade console, or so, like 8 to 10 years would be my guess. So I think it's a little early to be seeing this stuff. I know that, yeah, it came from some reputable sources. If anything, I could see something where like Xbox came out with like your streaming stick, right? Where you can now play xCloud on there. So that to me would make sense, because that's an easy way to get people into your ecosystem. It's relatively easy. All it is essentially a way to connect you to it. Like, I could see something like that, but I don't actually see like a new gen console, especially not a Pro. If anything, I would think it'd be like a slightly dumbed down PlayStation, so you could get get more of these out and get them into the hands of the people that have been desperately trying to buy PlayStations. Xbox already has kind of that version already, the Series S in that regard. So and those have been somewhat readily available, but they aren't selling as quickly as the Series X is, or at least they're more readily available, I guess. So I don't know if that's necessarily sales numbers or if just people aren't buying them because they want the Series X, or what exactly it is. But regardless, I feel like a lot of this is not accurate, or if it is blown out of proportion, where it is like that streaming stick and it's being called a mid-gen console, and that's not at all what it actually is.
These consoles just came out not too long ago. They're still babies. I don't see them. I could see them announcing them soon, like, hey, this is what we are working on, get ready for that. I don't see them dropping it anytime soon with the supply chain issues, and like people who want these consoles still have yet to get these consoles. Because of bots, supply chain, everything going on in the world right now is making it hard to get these consoles still. The one console I see a lot of, actually, is the Xbox. I've gone to Target and I've seen Xbox Series X. I've seen Series S.
You've seen the X's?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Yeah. I have yet to see
over
any
here.
X's. I've seen the S, but...
Over here, I've seen a couple X's and S's. But I've never seen a PS5 in the store. Not once have I seen one
seen a PS5 at all.
In the glass. I just don't foresee them showing. I can see them showing it off, like, hey, this is what we are working on. But I don't see them selling it for a minute. I think we got a little bit of ways out before they actually drop them on the market. That's my opinion.
Such a kick in the nuts to even show it for all the people
it would be
have
a
been
big fuck
desperately
you.
trying to get one, and they can't get one. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna
use ones. I mean, that's the only thing.
I don't know.
Like,
we talked about this a while ago, about the same thing happened with graphics cards, right? Like Nvidia came out with their 30 series stuff and nobody could get the 70s, 80s, 90s. And then you got 3080 Ti's, 3070 Ti's, 3060s, 3060 Ti's, 3090 Ti's. And, it's like the same thing here where it's like, yeah, like Birdie, you just said, where it could be like a kick in the nuts to people who can't really get it. I think it's just like, stop trying, like just focus on getting the stuff that people already want, right? Like, because they're not going to talk that up necessarily, or I don't like Nvidia didn't do it when they released their new lines of graphics cards or new stuff after the original 30 series came out. They didn't say this will be more available. They're not going to, then Xbox isn't going to say that for whatever they come out with, and neither is Sony. They're just going to say, come and get it at this price, and it's going to probably be less than what you'd get for a PS5 digital or an Xbox Series S. And it's like, just focus on making the stuff that people have already wanted for the time being, and just try and get those numbers up. And that kind of thing. To me, anyway, that's just what my line of thinking is, and I know nothing about supply chain issues or how long it takes to do these. I know nothing about it, but I just know that it's like, realistically, is it going to make anybody happier when they come out with a new console that's a more mid-tier thing, like slightly better than an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro? And it's gonna me finish, bro. Raptor's speaking.
Pick one up.
Fuck Raptor.
Oh, you started it now.
If they picked up, if they came up with a Pro, I would go pick up a Pro if I could. Find out. I got lucky with a PS5.
If you could find it, but that's kind of where I'm at. Is like
PS5.
Like if you if you like, you can't find a PS5 either version or neither version of the Xbox Series X or S, like, and you can't, but you still can't even find these ones. It's like, and you're searching there, it's been a month after they've dropped, supposedly, even though you've never seen one in the store or been able to secure one online. Is it really going to mean that much to you? You're going to be like, it's the same thing 2 years later.
I think the thing I have is, like, I don't mind if this is announced in 2023 and it, like, launches out in, like, 2024. I really don't give a shit, because I think that the problem is everyone thinks that the supply chain issue is going to be, like, over in 6 months, and it's just not. It's going to be here for, like, 2 fucking years, easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
right.
At that point, I sit here and I go, okay, so there's a supply chain issue, so eventually you just fucking do it. I mean, you just get it out there. I think, if they announced it this year and it was going to launch in 2023, or they launched at the start of 2023 and it was going to launch then, I think that'd be a little too fucking soon. I mean, I also just don't see them doing that until they actually untap all of the potential of it, because from a developer standpoint, they haven't even tapped the entire fucking system out of its power yet to devs. They haven't even opened up parts of the system to devs. So I don't see them doing that. I see them doing it when it gets to, like, PSVR 2 is out. They've done a good amount of stuff with PSVR 2, and now the way that the architecture works for PS5, from what I look at it, is that yes, there'll be a standalone unit for the PSVR 2 headset, but I think that the PS5 is also going to supplement that with its new architecture, and then I think what you'll have is you'll maybe have, like, even higher up shit for PSVR 2 that might only work with the Pro, or the Pro gives some more additive to that. I don't know. I'd be fine with it if they came out with.
Does that not feel like a slap in the face, though?
Not really. I mean, here's a problem, right? Everybody, like the supply chain issue is so fucking bad everywhere. It's not just consoles. Like, I'll speak to, like, my job alone. We purchase a fuck ton of vehicles, trucks specifically. Yeah. And I sit in, I'm an analyst, and I constantly sit in and I constantly look on the operations side and on the supply chain side as well, and working with that team. And we've just come to the conclusion at this point where we're trying to build out insights and forecasting and stuff, and we literally can't. We just sat there and we did a study on it, and we're like, anything that we come up with is just fucking hogwash, because there's so many fucking variables that are happening.
Hornswoggle.
Yeah, that there's no point in fucking forecasting it, because we have literally no fucking control. And, like, any company right now that is trying to forecast shit out and do it, the only thing you can do is just buy a fuck ton when you have the ability to do so. Yeah. And that's basically luck. Or you just fucking sit, wait, and maybe fucking hope. But there's no fucking way to predict this shit right now. Like, it's fucking horrendous. So
graphics cards have become easier to obtain through, like, now in stock and stuff like that. So there's hope in that. But for consoles, it's a lot more.
But there's parts of the supply chain that haven't even fucking hit us. Like, we're just now getting hit by a lot of COVID shit. And there's other multiple lockdowns that happened in China, right? Like,
recently,
basically they shut down the Silicon Valley of China. And so that hasn't even fucking touched North America yet. I mean, the war with Ukraine from a food perspective hasn't even touched North America yet. We're still probably 8-9 weeks out from, like, the wheat issues actually hitting us, because we have wheat reserves here. And we're gonna grow in the summer, but we're gonna use all of our fucking supply in the summer for shit like wheat and other stuff, and then we're gonna go into the winter with possibly not that much food or supply or surplus for that. So it's like,
we gonna die.
All of the like game journo stuff is like, I don't know. It kind of rubs me the wrong way, because it's like, it's as if the companies, like, need to step it the fuck up. Like, I mean, these companies are probably fucking every day. There's some supply chain analyst at Microsoft that's just getting fucking hounded, and he has to sit there and go, guys, there's nothing I can fucking do. Like, what we have is what we fucking have. That's it.
this is no fault of Xbox or PlayStation, right? Like this is not this is not a Microsoft or Sony issue, no. I'm just agreeing with what you just said, right? Like there's a lot of people saying that they need to get their shit together, and that's not the case.
Yeah.
Like I work in a different industry as well. Like I order bearings and stuff like that. I have a very maintenance heavy job. And so even all of that stuff, like it is not uncommon to hear something like 20-week lead times, right? Like, and that's for like 4 bearings, right? Like, so everything is being hit, and it's a matter of, some things are being hit harder, and particularly right now, like silicon is a big issue and things of that nature. Like one of the leading places where we get silicon is the Ukraine. So yeah, things are going to be fucked, and we still haven't even seen the full effect of that. So yeah, people just need to chill out. I think Sony and Microsoft are focused on what they're doing right now and keep putting out these consoles and getting them into as many houses as they can now, and move forward from that. I think we're years off from seeing a mid-gen version.
And that's your angle that you mentioned. Like, it's in their best interest to both come out with a fucking streaming stick, essentially, because it is much less chip. It's dummy chips that can be used for that kind of shit. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then it's like all that shit's on their back end, which they can manage that shit themselves and definitely get stuff to a central point instead of getting it somewhere, fucking manufacturing it, and then redistributing it all over the fucking country and the world. So that helps them out. So, I mean, I think it now more than ever, I think most of them are probably sitting there going, fuck, we should have done this sooner on the streaming side of stuff with just a streaming box and be done with it, because now's the fucking time to go for it. But I mean, yeah, lead times are stupid. Like I just got out of a fucking meeting today where we have a manufacturer who builds high capacity like utility trailers for us, and they're typically like, they were a 6-month lead time for orders, and we would have them in, obviously we'd have a reorder and repurchasing schedule, and we got off the phone with them today and they said 21 months.
Yeah.
That's fucking 2 years.
Yep. I'm not even surprised.
Lead time. And that's
21 months sounds a lot nicer than 2 years, though.
Like, it's crazy. Crazy shit, dude. It's terrible right now. Like, everyone's just fucking plugging away at their job so fucking hard right now. It's ridiculous. Anyways, final words on any of the rumor stuff or any state of play, anything at all? You want to give your final plugs, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah. So, Hornswoggle's fine.
Go ahead, Nick.
Before we actually finish it off, I know we are running out of time for the show, but I was going to ask you guys how excited. We're on overtime.
We're here.
How excited are you guys for
go ahead and
State
take
of Play?
over the show. It's fine, Nick. I'm just kidding.
See what you do? We get invited here, and then you always ruin it.
What do you want? Go for it. I'm just giving you shit.
You're not invited to the next volleyball match. I'm done with it.
I don't want to fucking play volleyball with you, motherfucker.
Whoa! Calm it down. All right?
Sorry.
Just say what you
apologies.
gotta say.
Ask your question.
How excited are you guys for State of Play and Xbox? What do you think that Sony may have left out of this that they may show off at State of Play, if anything at all?
Jax.
Summer of Games?
Sly Cooper.
Summer Games Fest? Is that
Holy
what
shit, Summer Games. Yeah, Summer Games.
Oh,
Fest.
nothing.
Really?
Nothing.
Nothing? You don't think
they're
anything?
supposed to be there, but I can't imagine they have a big announcement that they're going to do at Summer Game Fest over
they'll
God of War.
probably fucking show off PSVR 2 at Summer Games Fest.
You think they're actually going to show off the system
they'll
itself?
show the unit off at that, yeah. It's kind of a fuck you to Xbox for showing off their new console. I think what else are you gonna? I mean, what are you gonna?
God of War, they could.
The next State of Play, and then
God of War is a possibility.
Listen to they busted their load in terms of PSVR 2 games. Like to show a Horizon game, they're definitely not going to show another first party fucking VR game.
So I can see God of War.
My thought is exactly that. I think either God of War gets shown at Games Fest or we don't see anything until late this fall and it doesn't come out till next year. If they show it off
Early next year.
at Summer Games Fest, I could see it coming out this year. That is like the last call, though.
Somebody from Sony Santa Monica not too long ago said something about how we are working on it and you'll hear something soon. And if it wasn't at the State of Play, I'm assuming it will be at Summer Games Fest because the next PlayStation event is sometime late summer. They did the showcase in September.
I also think they do their own fucking showcase for that game alone.
Absolutely.
They could
and I think they
for
will
20 fucking minutes and talk about it.
They said they're just a partner, so you have no idea how long that could be. They might not be on the stage.
I think if anything, they'll show it at Summer Game Fest and give us a release date and not do anything else, and then do a State of Play in like late June, early July.
I agree with Brody.
I hope they just say coming soon for God of War, because I really don't want to hear any bullshit about like, can you believe it? They said this date and now it's getting delayed, because it's like it was probably going to be delayed regardless. Just say coming soon. Nobody
but they got to build that hype, man. They got to.
I think you build more hype when you say coming soon. Like,
I don't know. That is
know
so ambiguous at this point in time. It means borderline nothing. Like that is
I mean,
no different than what I know now.
Nothing.
Saying a date could still mean that too, because look at how many games have just been delayed anyway.
Yeah,
fully agree, but the internet's going to lose. While we may be on the same page, the internet's going to lose their minds if they announce a date. If they say coming soon, everybody's going to be like, "Hey, we're in the same fucking spot we just were." Like,
that's true. Yeah,
because soon is anywhere between now and the end of like 2023.
That's training too at Summer Game Fest.
Oh my god,
Kojima's not even there.
Surprise, buddy.
Kojima's not there.
Surprise.
Dude, all right.
We have a list of the partners.
Should I do my sponsorships? And my plugs?
What? You ask a question, motherfucker.
You do this
every time. Your ads on my show.
This is why
you don't get to do that.
You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Show, dog. That's not right.
Hold on, no. To the Diggity, I sincerely apologize for my crewmate here. I'll have to have a conversation with him after this, because clearly he has no idea what he's doing anymore. So we'll deal with it.
To address the PSVR comment,
we know
this
to
man
address
trying
the
to sell?
PSVR. Fucking hell.
Go on, Brody.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, it's your show, dude. Take control.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Take control, bro.
I think the PSVR thing, I don't think it's going to happen. If they were going to show it off, I think it would have been now, when they were showing off as many games as they possibly could. I can't imagine waiting a week and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, here's what it actually looks like, and here's when it would be available, and here's some more details on it. Like,
sure.
I don't think it's ready. Like, I think it's going to be 2023 before we see this. I know they have that Walking Dead game that's coming out, but that's probably coming to PC first, and then
that's already been on
Oculus
PC.
or whatever. The second one hasn't. That's a new game.
No, it's chapter 2. It's just DLC.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because chapter 1 came out a while ago. Yeah, it's still the same game. Yep.
Gotcha. I thought it was like a whole new game. Gotcha. I misunderstood. So I don't think we're gonna see any more of PSVR right now. Like, I think this was their load and they already blew it.
Yeah, I think it was pretty. I mean, and you got a good list, I guess, in terms of that for a PSVR 2 scenario, right? You got your first party title. You got some pretty big third party ones like the Resident Evil stuff. Like, that's a pretty decent lineup, I'd say, and the Walking Dead game. So like, yeah, I'd be really shocked to see them show off the system. I think it'll honestly be, because they just said it's a partner, so I expect just to see,
Quick.
I expect to see just a trailer for God of War, or maybe for a unreleased title that like they're just going to show off. Like, same with Steam. Steam is a partner there, but we're going to see Gabe Newell just announce the next Games Fest or something on Steam. He's not going to come out and be like, Nick Dumitrescu, we're giving you what you want, Half-Life 3. Like, he's not going to do that.
Yeah, no shit, 'cause it's not
2.5.
Valve. It's not partnered with Valve. I'm not an idiot. Keep going.
Oh, that's funny. That's real ironic that you say that.
Can we end this?
You brought this up.
All right.
You did bring this up. You asked them a question.
Well, I have nothing else to add to it.
You ask a question and then try to end it.
And he also did he not ask
out.
about Xbox showcase as well? Any words on that from you two fine gentlemen?
Nothing yet. No.
Yeah.
Wait,
all right,
what
cool.
was the question?
He asked what you were. He asked what you were excited about for Summer Games Fest and Xbox and Bethesda's showcase.
I just want to see. I mean, I kind of agree with Brody that we might not see the PSVR stuff. I just want to fucking see it. Like, just show me the fucking thing. I think we kind of know what it might even look like at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they already release kind of
like the controllers? They look like Oculus controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see how big the additional fucking unit is for them. And then, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to think that we get to see like some sort of a fucking PlayStation Classic. Like, I'd like to see some Sly Cooper or some fucking Jax or other shit. Like, bring me something for God's sake.
Oh, Jack and Daxter, dude.
Yeah. And then, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Summer Games Fest is gonna be a lot of indie shit, which is fine.
Could be.
I don't have a problem with that. But I think it's going to be a lot of Game Pass announcements, and fucking Sony, I think, will play heavy into PlayStation Plus with that, and they'll have some PlayStation Plus announcements like, hey, it's available today on PlayStation Plus. Hey, it's available today on Game Pass. I think it's going to be a lot of that shit. And that's that. I don't know.
So I just want to rattle through just a couple of the bigger names from Summer Game Fest partners, right? 2K, Activision, Atlas, Bandai Namco, Capcom, Devolver, EA, Epic Games, MiHoYo, which is Genshin Impact, PlayStation, Sega, Square Enix, Steam, Studio MDHR, which we already know what they're going to show, and Xbox. So just a quick rattle off. So yeah, there's definitely some indie game and shit in there too, but I think there will be some big announcements, because if he's going to get a foothold over E3, like, this is the year to do it.
Yeah, because it's been quiet really up until now. I mean,
kill E3.
Show off God of War Ragnarok, show off... I mean, there'll probably be more Modern Warfare 2 stuff because they're revealing it the day before, if I'm not mistaken. They're revealing it on the 8th. And isn't Summer Games just on the 9th?
The Jeff Keighley is slowly taking over holidays of America. I mean, he's slowly taking over what Christmas time is Jeff Keighley for the Game Awards. He's now trying to take Father's Day away from America by Summer Games Fest and just getting into the fucking homes of millions of people. And
this is an OBO.
I'm assuming he's also trying to get now into fucking Thanksgiving in some level. I think that's his next fucking play. Yeah.
You think he's like a Bond villain? He's just taking over every American holiday until he unleashes his master plan. He's everywhere.
The fucking Muppets will make an appearance somehow during this.
Yeah, no shit.
And we'll go, oh boy, look, it's Beaker.
And then Kojima's going to hop out on stage and do one of these numbers where he, fuck you, Nick Dumitrescu. And
let's go back to that.
Can we do I wonder if Kojima does cameos. I would totally do that for Nick's birthday.
Kojima's going to be doing a cameo. There'll be a video and he's talking about his new film or something like that. I don't know.
No, not like a cameo at Summer Games. It's like the app Cameo, like where you pay him to make a happy birthday for somebody.
For $20.
I would pay Gabe Newell to say, Nick, you're never getting Half-Life 3. That's the happy birthday.
I will chip in on it. Absolutely.
I would totally do that.
All right.
Well, John, we're going to wrap it up. So do you want to plug WASD and then we'll plug WASD?
Yes.
Not our sponsors.
I'm not. I was being an asshole. WASD drops new WASD drops new episodes on Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 a.m. Hotfix Wednesday, regular episode Friday. The Build Bros also drops up.
Let's go, baby.
At 8 a.m. Check them out. They are part of the Spawn Camp Network alongside with Diggity Podcast. Diggity Podcast, your show. End it off, baby.
Let's go, baby. You can find us on Twitter at Diggity Podcast. Our audio version of our podcast goes on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, you name it. It's fucking everywhere. Goes up Friday real early in the morning, so you can celebrate Friday with us right in the morning as you go to work. Then continue listening to us, stifle your efficiency at work, and then get through to the weekend where you can just have a good old fucking time because you've listened to Diggity and you're all up to date on the greatest of video game news and the shit that actually fucking matters. And then also you can watch us live on Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitch as well for the video version of the podcast. Join us. It's a fantastic time. Please leave us a review on iTunes, Google Podcasts, wherever. Helps us a ton. I mean, people really don't know how much that fucking helps the podcast. To this day, reviews somehow stick around in podcasts and is a huge fucking part of podcasts actually going into like noteworthy sections and stuff like that. So that really helps. Thank you to those who have left reviews. Please consider doing it. With that, again, I'm going to be getting Summer Games Fest recap next week, as well as the Xbox Bethesda side of things as well. We'll let you guys know on social if we plan to do live watch on the Xbox Bethesda stuff. Summer Games Fest, not going to be able to do a live watch on that considering the timing, which is fucking dumb. It's like 3 Eastern.
It's weird. It's stupid.
We'll probably do a live watch. It just won't be at the same time it's airing
Oh
for
yeah,
the first time.
we might do a
So if you want to
it
watch
for the
with
same
us
time.
later, you can.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
Sure.
But final line on our socials, and like Nick said, head on over to YouTube, search for Spawn Camp, find our YouTube channel, and find all the great content on there. And until next time, I mean, I think I covered everything, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, fantastic. We'll see you next week.